Thanks for tuning in to the Movie Recap Hub. Today's movie recap is about a film called Blood Quantum, which came out in 2019. Hope you enjoy it. It's the 1980s on the Red Crow Indian Reservation, and veteran Jizigu is seen fishing. While cleaning the fish, he's startled to see the fish move even though their guts are missing. On the land, Sheriff Trailer is called to check on his ex-wife's dog. He finds the animal has been poisoned, so he shoots it to end its suffering and visits his ex-wife Joss, who tells him their son Joseph has been arrested and will only be released under his father's supervision. Trailer gets into his car and receives a call informing him that they found a guy eating live chickens and that his other son Lysol is also arrested with Joseph, followed by Jizigu calling in about the fish. Trailer visits his father Jizigu and looks inside the box to find the dead fish still moving. They then decide to burn them. While outside, they notice the car trunk move, so they open it to find the dead dog jump out to attack, but Trailer quickly shoots it. Next, they burn both the fish and the dog together to prevent them from returning. In jail, Joseph and his half-brother Lysol hear their cellmate vomiting in the corner. They think he's just a drunkard, but suddenly the white man vomits a lot of blood onto the floor. At the reception, Trailer and Joss arrive to get the boys out. But when the officer says Trailer gets arrested more often than a street worker, Joss says she'll wait in the car. Then the officer explains Joseph was arrested for climbing on top of a bridge and pooping on a passing vehicle. The officer and Trailer go to the cell to release the boys and find the vomiting man unconscious on the floor. Suddenly, he opens his now white eyes and attacks the officer, showing great strength as he easily overpowers the cop. Trailer rushes in to capture the man, and Joseph punches him, only to get bitten. Then the guy jumps back on the cop to bite him too, so the others rush to pull him back. The officer is furious and starts beating the man with his baton until he's unconscious again. Trailer has to drag the angry cop out of the cell, locking the door behind him. Soon the creepy man wakes up and pounds on the door, so Trailer leaves with the boys. Later, Joseph meets with his girlfriend Charlie, who is pregnant and considering termination. She hasn't told her father about it yet because he doesn't like her dating an indigenous man. The couple holds hands and decides to keep the baby. At the hospital, Joss is starting her nursing shift and notices they're out of tetanus vaccines, which is odd. A coworker explains they've had an insane number of patients with bite wounds today. Suddenly, Joss hears a noise and goes to the corridor to see people running away and a patient attacking a doctor. In the evening, Trailer visits his friend Shooker because his wife has been acting strange. Trailer rushes upstairs and is horrified to find the white woman eating her own baby. As soon as she sees Trailer, she attacks him and manages to bite his arm. Every time he pushes her off, she keeps coming back for more, but eventually Trailer manages to find an opening and runs out of the house. Soon the woman comes out as well and jumps on Shooker to immediately bite him too. They roll on the ground until Trailer finally finds his shotgun and uses it to beat the woman to death. Afterward, the men leave in the police car. Trailer calls the station and learns that his father has found some strange things. Also, Joss left a message saying don't get bit. When they arrive at the hospital, they find a dead man on top of the ambulance. He's about to wake up, but Joss shows up and shoots him. Joseph is stuck inside the ambulance, and there's a patient behind him who wakes up. As Joseph gets bitten again, Trailer shoots the door open, allowing the boy to kick his attacker out. The woman tries to attack Trailer next, but at that moment Bumper arrives with a chainsaw and slices her head open. Then the group meets with Jizigu at the bridge to burn the bodies while he explains that dead people are coming back to life. 6 months later, society has collapsed. It turns out all those attacks came from zombies, meaning the apocalypse has occurred. Trailer and his people are doing fine despite the bites because indigenous tribes are immune. Red Crow Reservation now is a fortified compound. Moose and deer are safe to eat, but nothing from the water. At the compound entrance, Lysol is taunting a soldier zombie that he's hung with some chains. He's interrupted by the arrival of Joseph, who has brought 3 white survivors: Lilith, a man, and his young daughter. Lysol discovers the father had been hiding a bite, so he strikes him with his weapon. After scolding Joseph for not checking properly, Lysol tells the man to kill his daughter or he'll do it. Charlie comes to the man's defense and wonders if Lysol would kill her baby if it were born sick too. When Lysol says yes, Joseph punches him. An argument breaks out until they're interrupted by Trailer, who scolds them for fighting before announcing they must kill the girl. This time Charlie explains to the man that they have no choice, so he and Lilith are dragged inside. Bumper has a big axe, but he feels bad about killing a child. As the girl awakens as a zombie, Trailer grabs the axe and kills her. Inside the compound, the father is told to burn the blanket with the girl's blood. Joss interviews Lilith, who swears she hasn't been bitten or eaten human flesh. However, When she goes to the bathroom, she looks in the mirror to check on the bite she's hiding. Suddenly, she hears a noise. Upon checking the stalls, she finds the father has self-deleted and is now a zombie. Meanwhile, Trailer and his team are discussing new ways to protect the compound because the number of zombies multiplies every day. There are already guards on the walls who shoot them down, and the body piles are growing faster than they can burn them. At the bridge, Bumper maintains the blockade by using a harvester that shreds the zombies without wasting ammo. Living people are becoming a problem as well. Because they hear the tribe is immune, they keep coming to the reservation asking for shelter, and the numbers are getting hard to manage. What they need most at the moment is gas. The meeting is interrupted when they're informed of the zombie father in the bathroom. Trailer takes out his machete and brings the creature down. In the evening, Charlie tells Joseph that Lysol has become increasingly unstable since the apocalypse began. She also shares how the others in the compound treat her, explaining they think her baby will be a zombie because she's white. He comforts her by reminding her that his blood will make the baby immune. Meanwhile, Trailer goes to see Joss as he is bit by the zombie father, and Joss treats the hurt while they discuss their incoming grandchild. It's revealed that Trailer has dozens of scars he's obtained from fighting zombies. Outside, Lysol expresses his concerns about the number of white people they're allowing into the compound. He points out that they could grow tired of being harmed by Indians and might turn against them at any moment. Not to mention just one liar could unleash the zombie plague in their home. Trailer mentions Joseph and Jizugu still believe saving people is the right choice, but Joss agrees with Lysol. Frustrated by all the scolding, Lysol throws a party at his place that features alcohol, marijuana, and happy powder brought by a dealer. He apologizes to Joseph for threatening the baby, but Joss thinks it's the substances talking. Lysol then recounts a story about the day he performed oral sex on a woman without realizing she was on her period, but he is interrupted when he receives a call from his friends asking him to bail them out of jail, prompting Lysol to rush to the station without hesitation. The police notice the woman's blood on his mouth and assume the worst, leading to his immediate arrest. Then the dealer shares a little theory. He believes the zombie plague wasn't a divine act but rather Earth retaliating against humanity for how they've mistreated the planet. Moments later, Joseph hears screams and goes to check on his brother, only to find a zombified Lilith eating Lysol's finger. Meanwhile, Jizugu, Trailer, Shooker, and Bumper are visiting an abandoned garage to search for gas. Bumper ties a rope in front of the door and knocks on it for the zombie to trip, allowing Trailer to shoot it. He then steps inside and finds bodies in every corner. Suddenly, a zombie falls in front of him, and he quickly shoots it, only to realize it was already dead. As he ventures further in, Trailer discovers that his father has already eliminated all the zombies in the building. Back with Joseph, he's trying to drag his brother to see Joss for treatment, but Lysol keeps insisting they need to raise the alarm. He hugs Joseph and starts apologizing to him for everything he has done wrong to hurt them, but it's just a distraction so that he can stab him, as he blames him for bringing all those outsiders. Then Lysol and the dealer release Lilith into the compound, so she can bite all the white people. A bleeding Joseph rushes to the dorms and closes the door just before chaos erupts outside. Josh tries to calm the people, reminding them about the emergency exit, but a frightened man runs out through the front door and is immediately killed as his blood streams under the door. Soon, Trailer's team returns to the compound and, even through the closed doors, they can sense it's been overrun by zombies. They use the radio to contact Joss, who explains she's hiding in the basement with the survivors. Shooker opens the main gate, and Bumper plays some music in the car, drawing the zombies out to investigate the noise. As they climb onto the car, Bumper starts driving, drawing the zombies away from the compound. Knowing there may be more, Trailer sends Shooker to retrieve the truck, while Jizugu dispatches a crawling zombie with his sword. They then enter the dorm building, where they eliminate more zombies at the door before heading to the basement. Inside, they find Joss and Joseph holding a door pushed by zombies, so Jizugu cuts their arms to allow Trailer to lock the door with his knife. As Charlie begins to feel contractions, they instruct the survivors to run outside. At that moment, the zombies manage to break through the door, forcing Trailer to open fire. The loud gunshot sound attracts other zombies in the compound, which leads them being overpowered and causing an uncontrollable chaos. So Jizugu tells Shooker to drive away with the survivors. During the escape, 2 people fall off the truck and are quickly devoured by the zombies. Trailer then drags his father, Joss, Joseph, and Charlie to hide in the corridor leading to the emergency exit, but realizes the door won't hold for long and tells his family to leave without him. On the count of 3, Jizugu opens the door, revealing Bumper in a car. Soon the zombies break down the other door and hurl Trailer as they feast on him, while Josh struggles to hold his hand, but Jizugu forces her to let go. The family drives away in the car, leaving Trailer to die on the stairs. Meantime, Lysol and the dealer have captured all the white survivors and a zombie. They force a woman to ask for help on the radio, spinning a tale about a massacre happening in a church. After Jizugu promises to help, Lysol hangs up and allows the zombie to eat the woman. In the morning, the dealer prepares to burn all the survivors, but his speech is abruptly ended when Jizugu slices off his head with a sword, saving the captured. Outside, Josh tries to guide Charlie through her contractions while Bumper guards them, but he suddenly receives a sword through his chest. It's Lysol, who drags Charlie out of the car before opening another vehicle's trunk to unleash a zombie. Joss quickly opens fire but unfortunately misses all her shots and eventually runs out of bullets. The zombie then lunges at Charlie and bites her neck just before Joseph arrives to decapitate the creature, eventually killing it. Afterward, Jizugu forces Joseph to punish his brother with a dagger. Before getting stabbed, Lysol admits he let Lilith in on purpose, just like how he let Charlie into their compound and lives. Then Jizugu shoots into the air to attract the attention of the zombies, who rush to feed on Lysol's body while he's still alive. The family continues on foot, but sadly, the only boat is on fire. Thankfully, Shooker shows up on another boat, explaining he heard the shots. All four prepare to leave, but Jizugu refuses to abandon his land again and chooses to stay. After an emotional goodbye, Jizugu begins fighting the incoming zombies, killing several of them, but the horde is overwhelming, and they eventually devour him. During the boat ride, Charlie gives birth to a healthy baby girl. Joseph insists that she should hold her, but Charlie is worried about her impending transformation and pleads him for mercy. Joseph, with a heavy heart, fulfills her last wish by shooting her, but the gun sound wakes up the baby and Joseph eventually breaks down. That's the end of the video. Out of all the content available out there and the various options, you gave your valuable time to this channel, for which I'm truly grateful. As you'd agree, producing this kind of content requires a lot of time and effort. So if you enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel. It'll only take a second of your time, but will help us immensely and motivate us to create more content like this. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated on our next video. Thank you.